We, the people.
Hello and welcome to We Three People, the podcast for the people. My name is Javier, and I'm excited for today, gentlemen and ladies. You guys, I'll explain later. But first, let's start off with Candace.
What's up, everybody?
And we got the Malik Obama in the house.
Ray in the motherfucking building. Boo, 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 boo.
And our special guest for today. We've been promising to get a Trump supporter on board, so we got the biggest Trump supporter you will ever meet. Mr. Swisher P himself.
Hey, it's your boy Swisher P, man. Straight out of Philadelphia, man. Chump Change podcast. Let's get it.
Straight for that. He's
This
like,
is our first
this.
guest. This is my buddy, my pal from way back when, Swisher
Like
P.
Dennis the Menace. I said, my buddy, my pal. This is my buddy. This is my pal. That's how I feel right now, man.
Right. We go way back, man.
Yeah, man. Before we get started and get into this shit, man. Am I allowed to cuss?
Yeah, go for
Yeah.
it.
Oh, word. Can I say the N-word too?
Yeah,
Before
sure.
we go ahead and bust it down and shit, man. Just want to thank you guys for, at least having me on the We Three People podcast. So let's go ahead and get into this shit, man.
He's been probably our, day one fan, right?
Yep.
I've been around.
He's been there.
I probably was the first subscription on the iTunes.
Shit, we have subscriptions? Oh, shit.
Yeah, and I rated you guys the 5 stars
Oh,
out here.
he's the other
You
three.
5 stars out here. You did.
Oh,
Shout out to the
man.
We Three People podcast,
Thank you,
man.
man. We appreciate it. Well, Preston, can you give a little shout out to your podcast? Where can people follow you? Where can they find you at?
Oh, let's go. Well, one, you can follow me personally, Instagram and Twitter is going to be Swisher_P. Just dropped my first podcast. It's the Chump Change podcast. I'll go into some more detail about that. But on Twitter, you can follow it Chump Change Pod. And on Instagram, it's Chump Change Podcast.
There you go. And I have to say, he's probably the best. If you don't follow him on Twitter, you're not on Twitter.
Oh,
Let's
yeah,
just say
go ahead.
that.
Follow me on Twitter, man. I need that follow. I'm trying to get that blue check and them blue checks. Seriously.
But you will get some big black asses in your timeline once in a while.
Oh, yeah, there's going to be a lot of twerking. There's going to be a lot of fun stuff on the TL, man.
Oh, man.
Little late night tweets and shit like that.
So, Candace, as a feminist, are you okay with big black girls shaking their butts on Instagram and Twitter? Is that their God-given right?
Absolutely. Do your thing.
As a feminist, 100% support the ass shaking.
Alrighty.
I have a question for you. So you support the ass shaking. What about the slut walk?
Oh, Amber Rose, slut walk?
Yeah, are you like
she's
pro
about
slut walk?
she's about empowering women, right? About taking it back so that you make a dirty word and you take it back and you take away its power, right?
What?
I
But
guess.
a slut's a slut, though, isn't it?
Well, I guess it depends on what you call a slut. Like, if a woman sleeps around and it's her choice and she doesn't feel bad about it and she has no conviction about it, is she a slut? Because you call her a
Yeah.
slut doesn't mean she's a slut.
That would mean she's a slut.
I think if you go to the slut walk, you identify as a slut if you go to the slut walk. It's like a coming out party. Like, I need y'all to see
Coming
me
out for a
here.
slut.
I'm here. I'm participating.
I don't think that's her
and
idea
shit.
for it, though. I think
But, I
she's
mean-
about taking the word back, taking the culture back, and saying, you can't shame me for being a slut because I don't care what you think and I don't care what I do.
I'm not shaming sluts. I'm all pro sluts.
Right.
He is.
Pro sluts. Let's get
You're
that
cool.
clear.
You could be a slut, just understand the
slut.
word is a word,
Just-
and you are a slut.
All I'm asking for is for you to take ownership of this situation. If you're a slut, take ownership of being a slut. Don't let no one else take away your shit from you. You dig what I'm saying? If you are
Own
who
that
you are,
slutness.
own that slutness.
A true humanitarian.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I'm all for, women selling vagina and all that. You dig me? Get your money, boo-boo. And I mean that.
I guess the first few weeks were really controversial with Trump and the new campaign and everything, but now I guess every week has its one or two big stories, right? One thing that I want to start off with, if it's something that we've talked about on the show before, is Mrs. Tomi Lauren.
Yeah, speaking of feminists out here.
Lauren, yeah, right.
Tomi Lauren.
So she has gone on record from Ray saying that she is bad, quote unquote.
She bad.
She bad, quote unquote.
She is
I
bad.
also have gone on record and said she's bad.
She is bad. I'm going on record,
Dude, there's
too.
something about Megyn Kelly, Tomi Lauren, like
Megyn
Ivanka
Kelly is
Trump,
bad too. Like
a strong
Ivanka
white-
Trump, not so much. She got the droopy face, but Megyn
Oh,
Kelly
Javi loves him
and
some
Tomi
Ivanka
Lauren are
Trump.
bad.
I know this is a political podcast, but shout out to Rachael Ray. You're bad, too.
Rachael Ray.
So I just noticed there was a lot of white women being named, so I said, fuck it.
That's your
I'm gonna go
favorite?
ahead.
That's your go-to white woman.
You know, I'm about Rachael Ray and Michelle Tafoya. She's a go-to white woman of mine. Flower Tushy, if you guys don't know who she is, she's a former porn star. She's a favorite white woman of mine, too. She squirts. So, yeah.
Wow.
There are children listening to this.
My bad.
It's an
Okay.
interesting show, guys.
Shout out to the one that just resigned. She's a bad bitch for that.
Who was that?
The one that the attorney general, because she didn't want to.
Sally Yates.
Shout out to her.
Yeah.
She's a bad one for that. She stood up for what she
For her
believed
actions,
in,
she
and we
bad.
fuck with that. Yeah.
And she got fired, just like Tommy Lauren did.
Well,
Did
she got
she officially
suspended.
get fired? Okay.
She got suspended.
I find it hypocritical that Glenn Beck has gone on record to say that I don't care what you support, if you're pro-choice, if you're at whatever, we want you on this channel. We're not going to fire you for those reasons. We'll suspend you. But apparently she went on The View, actually, right? You guys
Yeah,
watch
The View.
I don't watch it. It's cancer, but I did watch the clip. And apparently she...
You call it cancer?
It is. I'm sorry, it is. It's just like old ladies talking about fucking who knows what and so boring.
Low key, I love The View.
What?
It's like kind of like what we do here, just like
Low-key,
sit around and
the
talk about hot
first
topics and
15
bitch
minutes
about
of The
stuff.
View is the shit. We'll be talking
Pretty
mad
much like
shit.
our
The first 15 minutes of The View is hot.
It's
It
good.
is.
It's good, right? It's
good.
I fucking love it.
Alrighty, well, we'll disagree, I guess. But did you guys actually listen to what she said?
Yeah, about
Yeah.
the pro-choice thing.
She was just like,
Really?
That's not my
Who
fault.
did it?
that was me, dude.
Ooh.
Damn.
Oh,
Damn,
shit.
you did it.
The one that gave out the
The one
disclaimer
who
and
yelled at us
shit.
the most.
He gave
Everyone
us-
silence your phones now.
Phones.
I don't want to have to ask you while we're recording.
Why do you blame the guest though? Like what?
I did look at you.
Like, come on, man. I know the rules of this podcast and shit, man.
I'm the one that can't follow the rules.
Right. You can't follow rules. I learned that last night.
Oh, what happened last night?
Do tell.
So, well, one of the reasons why I'm in town, of course, to visit my brother and my friend. Don't know what to correctly call him. Because,
Ray.
Okay, Ray. We would go with Ray. Shout out to Ray. We went to another reason my homeboy, shout out to my man, Cousin Stiz out of Boston. He had a show last night, and, of course, we do fancy stuff, so we backstage and, got the Hennessy and all that.
Oh,
And
yeah.
Bad bitches everywhere.
It was some...
There's some regular
I didn't know
bitches
how old
everywhere.
they were, and I'm a little older, so I'm a little older. I seen a lot of X's on girls' hands and shit. So, but anyway, before we even walked in, of course, we not trying to brag or boast. We skipped the lines and shit like that. And the dude straight said he gave us the house rules. That's what he called them, the house rules of what we can and cannot do backstage. And Ray just straight ignored them and shit and told me, the person who heard the rules with him, that the guy never told him the shits, and I was there.
I didn't hear the rules.
He told us the rules
Until after the next day, I was like, "Oh shit, he did
Oh,
tell us."
he did tell us
He
that,
did
yeah.
tell us.
What
that.
were the rules that
The
you
rules
broke?
were don't take drinks outside.
The rules were don't take drinks outside, keep the back door closed. If you're going to smoke, you can't smoke in a certain area because the Girl Scouts are there or be there. We had to smoke outside.
He did say don't take. a
Girl
drink
Scouts
outside.
were in this show.
Not in a show, but like I guess it was a strip mall show, and I was like, wow, you having a show
The
outside
Girl
of the
Scout
strip
office
mall,
was nearby.
and the Girl Scout office was nearby and shit. So
Sounds like a good
that was
night.
like the room where like the artist room and shit, but we couldn't smoke in the room, so we had to smoke outside. But asshole over here decided to walk out the back with a cup in his hand, and the security guard, stopped us, yelled at us. We got barked on real
He yelled at
quick.
me really loud too.
Yeah,
It was
so,
and it was in front of the artist.
That was in front of
I was
people,
really
so it kinda
embarrassed.
Embarrassing. So yeah, I learned make sure
So
he
I
write down
chugged
the
a
rules.
glass of Hennessy last night.
Straight too. No mix it. Give you credit for that.
So back to Tommy Lauren.
No, I want to add on that. He's been known to not follow rules, but then he also, what he does is he'll hear a really funny joke that you said one day, and then he'll say it again a week later, and like he's fucking laughing his ass off, saying, like he'll say this joke and he'll laugh his ass off, and you're like, dude, I said that shit last week. No, you didn't. No, you didn't.
That's accurate.
He does that shit all the
That's
time.
not my joke.
He doesn't believe you. Like, yeah, bro, I said that last week. Okay. No, you didn't. It's like, oh man. Sorry, we're all just complaining about Ray right now.
Yeah,
You
let's
might
just-
have said that last week.
Alrighty, so yeah, no, Tommy Lauren got suspended from the Glenn Beck, the Blaze, and she took it really well on Twitter. She didn't give a fuck. She was like, hey, I got some time tonight to do some shit, and I think she's taking it really well. So the liberal media, aka us, especially me, we heard it and we want to feel good because somebody who's showing something that's our rights, but she has done so much bullshit to us for the last year.
Right.
Goes on these fucking rants and just says some stupid shit that it's hard for me to get past it.
So should you I mean, she is like speaking her. We support people because of their First Amendment right to speak their mind, freedom of speech. But she spreads some like visceral, negative things about different races, things that are entirely unpopular. So should you support someone who like that, who goes through things that we fight for on our side? Essentially, the Colin Kaepernick thing. We hated her for talking about Colin Kaepernick and like stomping on his rights and freedom of speech. So should we be supportive of her, or what do you guys think?
Yeah, she started a lot. You know those Facebook won Trump. We all can agree that, right?
Yep.
So she started a shitload of comments. If you guys ever look at her video on Facebook and hit through the comment section, oh my god, it's cancer. It's horrible. I'm sorry to say cancer.
I know, I hate you saying that word.
Have you been through one of her comment sections? Oh man, it's just
word around. But I think that with her, I think that obviously she has the right to say anything that she wants to say. Obviously the right coming against her for saying she's against abortion is awful. But she did say last year that she's, she called people who have abortions baby killers, and she was talking...
She did?
Yeah, she's talking all this shit. So if you pull up past episodes, that's absolutely not what she's saying. She went on The View, and suddenly she's pro-choice. So this is a new thing for her. Now, can somebody evolve? Can their political views evolve? And can you start off thinking one thing and then, change your mind about it? Of course. Is that what's happening here? Or is Tommy Lauren now reached a level of
maybe she's
fame?
tired of the hate? Yeah.
No. Has she reached a level of fame where she knows Fox News wants her? She knows they're after her. They're grooming her to be the next Megyn Kelly. She needs to be more mainstream. She needs to tone down what she's doing at the Blaze.
Oh, conspiracy theory, break it down.
The audience is different for Fox News. So is she essentially trying to get herself fired so that because come on, it's not like, don't feel sorry for her like nothing's going to happen for her. Fox News is going to scoop her up the minute she's out of her Blaze contract.
Yeah, she is smart. She knows what she's doing.
This is strategic. I think everybody's strategic and smarter. You guys think everyone's just kind of dumb and bumbling through, but I always give people credit for doing some smart shit.
It's a good point. And I don't, even if Fox doesn't pick her up, NBC, someone else will pick her up.
Exactly, yeah, someone else will.
And
she needs to be, a little more middle of the line for that.
Man. If you ask me, she sounds like somebody that just need a job.
She has a job though.
She
gets paid really well.
No, she's suspended.
She needs to get out of that contract.
Suspended for a week.
She needs to get out of that contract.
That's true. Maybe she has a contract where she needs to be fired to get out of it.
That's what I think.
And the Blaze is so conservative that she can't ever have her own thing.
Right, get past that. Like, you can't take that next step.
Maybe. What did she say a few years ago on Twitter? She's popping that pee? Is that the same one?
Something like that.
She was on Twitter.
She was wild as fuck, like 18 to 20.
Yeah, she was like going to the club, going to popping that pee or something like that.
My mom gave me allowance to go out tonight. Like, it was wild shit. Like, bought mad weed with my mom's money.
And on top of that, there were some clips of her old show. I don't remember the name of it. It was like her and 4 other people, kind of like Bill Maher style. No, she was on the show and she was a lot more... Maybe she's just... You're right. I think now that you've said that, you've changed my mind completely. I was thinking maybe she was just saying that whatever's to get attention, but I think she's making a play.
Yeah, I think so too. She's a smart chick. She knows what's
You're smart. That was good. Women think different, because I was like, maybe she just don't. Maybe she just cool with niggas killing babies. I don't know.
Nah.
So, how do we stand on that?
Abortions?
I was like, that again?
Pro-choice.
Can we not talk about abortions this week?
I'm totally against smushmortions. I don't believe in that. I feel like if you can get down with the get down, you should be able to. Just like if you could do the crime, you could be able to do the time. It's the exact same thing.
Right, but I don't want to call raising a child doing time. Right? You should be
I'm
like, you should like want to have a kid.
No, I think he's saying that if you have sex, you have the right to get rid of it. Is that what you're saying?
No, I'm not saying that at all. I'm saying if you having sex and you doing what you do to make babies, you should be able to take care of that baby. Like, back where I'm from, man, it's a lot of bum bitches that like, whoa, oh man, like it's just like, yo, man, like it's girls that don't, no disrespect at all, Candace, shout out to Candace, but like it's women, because I don't want to, I'm from a whole different coast and shit. Like it's women who literally rely on someone else taking care of them, and that's not right. You know what I'm saying? Like you want the baller, you want the millions of dollars, but you could work. You know what I'm saying? You could have sex all day. Some girls have sex all day. Like all fucking
Where are these girls?
day.
Can you find one for
You know what I'm saying? Like it's girls that like are like having sex and just to be down. Like, they're just trying to be down, and like you trying to be down with a bunch of dudes who are like ain't shit. and you end up having a baby by an ain't shit person, you want to just get rid of it. That baby didn't have anything to do with you.
That's why you should get rid of it, because you had a baby with an ain't
That's
shit
what
person.
I'm saying. That's what
Why is she
misfortunes are
sleeping
for.
with him?
Exactly. Make better choices before.
Of course, you should make better choices, but you don't impact the life of an innocent child because you made a bad choice.
At the end of the day, I think that's pro-choice. Like, pro-choice isn't once you get in the situation. You know what I'm saying? Now you be proactive instead of reactive. You could avoid having a baby if you can't afford. You mean you telling me you could just pop up with $400 for smortion? You know what I'm saying? But you can't
say it right. Come on, don't back out.
Nah,
right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's just my opinion. Like, you know, from where I grew up at, like I see a lot of women that they don't got the mindset to get it themselves. They rather fuck it, I'm gonna put you on child support and I'm gonna eat off that.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Well, that's wrong too.
Well, that's the thing. That's what Republicans are against, and frankly, he does have a point. There's not only just people on where Philly is, but there's a lot of girls here that just.
I didn't see any girls here. Where they at?
They're out
well,
there.
not in Mesa.
Shit.
You need to take them to downtown Phoenix. Like, are you staying the weekend?
No, I'm leaving tomorrow night.
Oh, you're not gonna experience it. There's a lot of hoochies out here in Phoenix too.
Hoochies, wow.
Hey man,
take it back.
Sorry,
John's.
John's.
Take it back to Pootie Tang with it.
What do you call it? John's
tricks.
Ain't nothing but a hoochie mama.
Yeah, pump that hoochie mama.
Is that the 90s?
Yeah, I used to bump that song. That's my
We got
ass.
a Corona hoochie mama. Right.
So you gotta watch my words with Preston here.
You said hoochie. Right?
Well, I think he was sounding really Republican there. I mean, why should they be? Why should they be punishing society? I don't know. Actually, I don't.
No, basically, it's like it's just like you did the crime. You could do the time. Like if, you know.
But is it their fault? Aren't they just victims of circumstance? What options do they have to get out of that community?
The same options I have. We all get the same 24 hours in a day. We all choose to do what we want to do in our 24 hours. But at the end of the day, we all get the same amount of time. Some of us are in, a little more advanced as far as their life. Like some people get born into companies and shit.
Yeah.
Some people create the shit for themselves. Basically, we all get the same 24 hours. We all could do what each other do. We just got to put that grind in, put the time in. Not everything comes easy. So
you're saying if a girl sleeps with a dude, she has to accept the consequence of getting pregnant if she does get pregnant and not have the option to get rid of it?
I don't agree with smortions at all. Like, I'm totally against it. Like, I got some Republican views, but I'm not a Republican. I agree with some of the shit that they say. Like, I really don't. Like, why would you're pretty much killing a baby. You feel me? Like,
it's not a baby yet.
It's not a baby.
That's why it's okay.
It doesn't exist yet.
Once you find out you're pregnant, you're having a baby. That's a life.
You could have a baby. You might not even have a baby.
It's a life
chemical reaction.
So I wonder, though, what you think about what the man's role is, because if a woman has a baby, that's her baby for the rest of her life. But as a man, you can get a chick pregnant and you can bounce and you can be done. And she may be able to come after you for child support, but that doesn't mean you have to be a dad to that baby. No matter what happens, she has to be a mom to that baby. So
I understand that, yeah.
So what do you think about that?
So like my views is different. Like my perspective is coming from a single mother household that raised two grown ass men that ended up becoming too successful, but you don't get that. You don't get that story all the time. You hear about, I'm coming from a single mother home. I had to sell drugs, this and that. We ain't have to do that. Like, my mom worked hard as fuck to take care of her two boys that got the same fucking birthday. They're 12 years apart. You feel me? So I've seen my mom, like, I've been raising myself since I was a kid, honestly. Like, it was times I got out of school at 3 o'clock. My mom don't get home till 4:35. They call them latchkey babies or some shit like that.
Right.
Lock key babies where I'm a fucking child. I come in the house, I'm make me something to eat right after school. You know what I'm saying? So, like, I come without a dad. I don't have a dad. I can't. When I do see my dad is on heroin, or was on heroin. I don't know what the current situation is, but I can't even call my dad. I call him by his first name, or yo. I could barely even say, Ricky. I say yo, or what's up. Like, I can't address my dad as dad. My brother or somebody's more like. That's why you get people that say they look at the streets as a father figure, because they need somebody to run to.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Like, my mom was there, my brother was there. We never was in like a bad position. That's where we gotta fucking put water in the cereal and shit like that. You know what I mean? Like we never.
Nasty.
It might be time when motherfucking had nothing to eat, but we.
Have you ever put water in cereal?
Right. Apparently people do that shit, and I'm glad I never.
Just eat it dry. Yeah.
Right.
Put some
Yeah, I
water on
just
the
eat it dry.
side.
It's a snack now.
But yeah, I feel like if you're a man, you need to take care of your responsibilities.
Yeah,
So.
and I think that's the tricky part because, like,
That
if
is
you do the
tricky.
time, like, I get what you're saying, but it seems like it's the woman who's,
Yeah, you can't.
paying.
It's harder to force a man.
After
to
Exactly.
hearing him
I understand
That's
that.
not-
I felt the same exact way. Then I got to know. I mean, I obviously I married the woman I knew in high school, and getting to know her and hearing her thoughts and to be honest with you guys, even going through that time where maybe there was an unexpected baby coming on the way and having those conversations, I've just grown enough respect for women that I know as a man that I don't know what they go through, and they should have the choice to do what they want. I don't think a man should I shouldn't tell my wife, don't do anything unless you consult me. Or if there's a girl that I'm, like in his situation where there's these girls out there who are just sleeping with random dudes, and they're like, I feel like they know what they're doing, and you're right. It's kind of they're losing the responsibility if they decide to get rid of it, and they're going to keep out and having sex, which is not totally cool. But at the end of the day, I don't think we as men have the choice to tell women what to do. I mean, through legislation at least.
Right.
Yeah, I definitely
At
agree.
the
I
end of
would
the day,
never
right?
tell like a woman like.
It's just you personally wouldn't do
Me
that.
personally, I don't
Yeah,
agree with
you're-
smushmortions. You feel me? I just don't.
Just
Like,
don't do
I'll
it.
never
You're
tell-
Like, you're telling them don't even have sex if you're not ready to have a baby.
That's all I'm saying. Like
Yeah.
that's what
Okay.
like the chick that I potentially want to have a baby with.
It's not the
Hopefully
Instagram
we.
chick?
Oh no, I definitely get me an Instagram girl pregnant like fast, like
Several of
no,
them.
several of them. Like we talking one shot deals here.
Like,
Like
3/4 of my Instagram followers.
like, we cashing this out first night. We dumping in that first night. You know what I'm saying? Yeah,
You ready to get pregnant, bitch?
yeah.
Dude, he's popping holes in those condoms for
Definitely.
sure.
Oh, we're not even using them.
Oh,
We're not even using them, baby. Especially
Who
if
you
you're
been talking to?
Yeah, that's how we get
Yeah.
down, man.
I feel like he's there's some Republican views that I hold, and they do agree with that, just because I know my wife, I'm not. But if I had to say something, I would say when it comes to like serious crimes like rapes and stuff, like man can't tell them what to do with that for sure, right?
Well, yeah, not even men.
It's
I
a
just think the
tricky
government.
line. Yeah, the government itself, which is
Yeah.
what Tommy Lawrence said. She said, I'm limited government. I don't think they should tell a woman what to do with their body.
Yeah, keep
Which
your hands
isn't
off my guns. Keep your
isn't
hands
that
off my body.
liberal. It's not that liberal, right?
It's actually more Republican if you dislike government. You want
Yeah.
limited government.
Right.
You want the government out of your body, out of your vagina.
Out of my guns and out of my body, she
Yeah.
said.
And I think that the reason that people got upset is because she said, I can't sit here and be a hypocrite, implying that people who are saying stay off of my guns, but I'm
Well, she's
pro-life
right.
are
It
hypocrites.
really depends
and she's
on.
right.
It really depends
But
on
it's
how
hard to
you
call people
view. It depends on how you view abortions. If you view it as that as a
Said the
child.
word.
Abortions. If you view them as murdering a person, then of course you can be against it because that would be murder, and everyone's against murder. But if you view it as it's not a baby yet, it's not a human being, then that's when free choice comes in. So it really comes down to like what we agree on what a inseminate. What is not insemination?
Whoa.
That's
Unless
I'm
it's an
watching a lot
Instagram
of
chick
videos.
involved.
Oh my gosh.
Unless
Harvey.
there's an Instagram chick involved, there is no insemination. What's going on?
What fertilization is? I'm sorry.
Oh, I think we had a pretty good conversation about it. I think what fucks up the whole conversation in America is religion, because they get
Yeah.
religious and God says not to kill babies, and then fucks everything up.
No,
God says not to kill anybody.
I think what people got to confuse is that even though it don't matter how many months it is, it's still a life. You feel me? Like it's a life. No
It
matter.
could be, but it
No,
might
no,
not
no, no.
be.
It's not.
It
It
might
could
not
be.
be. It's not like
It is a life.
It's not like till it's outside.
All right. If I'm not mistaken, people wait till their first trimester to announce that they're pregnant.
Right.
So that's 3 months.
Right.
At that 3 months, you have a baby in you.
So before 3 months, you're saying it's not a baby.
No, I'm saying, forget the term baby.
All right.
It's not a baby,
Okay.
but it's a life.
It's alive.
There's a chance of life.
Right.
It's a
Could be
life.
a
Once
baby.
you find
It could
out
be a life.
once you find out you're pregnant, ladies and gentlemen, that is a life inside your stomach.
That's
Now,
a
if that
fertilized egg.
I can apply that concept to having sex as a chance of life. So therefore, should we ban sex for people that aren't prepared to have a baby?
No, I'm not saying ban anything. I'm just saying you gotta be smarter. You don't have to have sex. You choosing to. This is a pleasure. You did.
Talk to your boy. He's always raw dogging bitches.
But he's not even. See, I feel like you're giving him way too much credit because he's not raw dogging.
Relax.
He's not.
Relax.
Keep going.
Nobody even know we were talking about you until you got so defensive. It could have been John Doe. There's no.
I just said your boy. All I said is your boy. I didn't say you.
It's implied you was talking about. Let's move on. How about James Comey? That motherfucker's crazy.
Is he raw dogging bitches too?
Wow. You don't like. You hate attention. Like you literally hate it. But I'm gonna still get on my shit though.
Go.
I feel like you like overrating his
Javier knows.
His like baseball.
No, Javier knows.
His baseball batting percentage. I feel
Javier knows. Candace might not know. Javier knows. Ray has no game. Ray has no game.
You think I don't know that?
I'm just
you
saying.
Don't know that?
Ray just stumbles into vagina. He's like,
he's not raw dogging like a bunch of girls, but when he gets them, he's raw dogging. Wow. So it's like limited.
Ladies.
You feel me? It's not like a high 80, 90%. We talking like a low. We talking like mid 25, 32% here. Like
that's enough. You don't need more.
That's what I'm saying. Can I finish talking about? That's a great. That's exactly why I called it.
You be in the Hall of Fame with those numbers.
Listen? That's why I called it a batting percentage. That's a great batting percentage. He's at 32% as a batter.
That's in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
I wish we had Hennessy right now. This would be so
like
much
my man right here
fun.
hitting a high bat percentage for his you know,
for all of it.
Okay, sorry, we don't talk about Ray's sex life. Apparently, it's non-existent.
Man, shout out to the ladies, man. Get at my man Ray, man. Tell them where they can find you at, man.
At Ray the Raconteur.
Right.
But they're gonna look at that picture. They're gonna look away.
Yeah, you gotta take that bathrobe off, man. Like seriously.
I look luxurious in that. It's opulence in that room.
Hey Ray, how many girls you got blocked on Twitter or have blocked you on Twitter?
So many.
He gets blocked for the dumbest shit. Like it's funny because he'll consult me before he do it, and I say, "Yo, don't do that."
He doesn't listen. He'll do it.
I do.
Like he'll do it. Like anyway.
I want you to say, "Don't do it," because now I'm gonna do it.
And then he said, "Like, yo, retweet this." I'm like, "Let me look at it first." And then I look at it, it's like, "Hold up, nah."
Then you be like, "Why did you say that?" Because.
And then I remember the one girl he did this shit too. She had like a fucking fan club, like she had people doing hashtags and blocking them and all that. I was like, wow.
What? They were hashtagging you?
Yeah, they were.
What happened? Who was it? Let me see.
She had
I don't have it anymore.
She had like
I know
20,000 or 30,000.
She had 60,000.
60,000 followers.
You tweeted at her. What did you tweet her?
I told her.
And he fucked y'all podcast up because she was a politician. She's like, she has a
She's
movement.
not a politician.
She's something to where
She's
she would fit on this podcast.
She's like a marketer or something.
No,
What?
I can tell you where her bio
What's
says.
her at?
What her bio?
I can't give you her ad
okay.
just because
Out of respect.
I'll give it to you.
You're not trying to
I'll give it
get
to you
caught
just
up in
not on
it.
the podcast. Nah, I don't want to put it on the podcast.
All right, let's
That's
move
all
on.
Wait, can I know what you?
No, we're figuring it out as we go.
Fine.
Lord have mercy.
This is my favorite show.
It is. This is
Glad everybody's enjoying it. Can we talk about something else?
Yeah, man. Once again, they got Swisher P in the building, man. It's a Chump Change podcast.
Tell us more stories.
And we're gonna have a good time, man. We're gonna be a laid back episode, man. It's not strictly
Let's talk about
Let's talk
Donald,
politics.
man.
What we
Let's talk
need.
about life. Let's talk
You know
about life
what?
this episode.
We got to get him in through Skype every week or something. It's cool.
Oh, I like a little 5-minute, 10-minute segment. I'm cool with that. We could do something like talking with P or something like that. You know what I mean? Like P's talk.
If Ray could turn red, he would be really red right now.
Oh yeah.
Let's move on.
Which, by the way, he's also wearing a "Make America Great" hat. Why are you wearing that?
It's fly. This is history.
You want to go watch Get Out? Did you watch that when you went? Did you wear that when you watched
I
it?
thought about it. I really don't take this hat out. I wear it when I smoke.
So, as two black individuals from whoever you guys were from, what did you guys think about that movie? Is it overhyped?
It was overhyped to me because I saw it late and I seen all the tweets and shit. But it was pretty good.
Yeah.
It just I saw too much on Twitter and shit before I seen the actual movie. But it was good.
Were you guys feeling Marnie?
Who's Marnie?
I love
Is
Marnie.
that the girl from Girls?
Marnie. I fucking love Marnie.
Do you
I
watch
didn't like
Girls?
that bitch. Oh no, fuck no! I did not. Sorry, I just had to get that point across.
Swisher,
He watched girls.
I know he does.
I love
I don't
girls.
watch
Girls
girls.
are good as fuck. You missing
I used
out.
to live with him when girls first
When
started.
it first came out.
And he was watching shit. And I was like,
And I was like, yo, this show is so good. And he was like, I'm not watching that gay shit, dog. I'm like, it's about women. It's not gay.
That was only one episode I watched, and it was because he intrigued me with it because he was like, yo, he like straight pisses on this girl. And I was like, what? I was like, yo, I need to see this shit. They got this playing on HBO. Like somebody straight like pissing on somebody in the shower. I need to see this shit. And it wasn't.
Oh my God.
He
as-
did pee on her.
He peed on her, but it was like on a. You know, how you get stung by like a jellyfish, and they say like pee on yourself. I mean, like pee on it, whatever. That's what that was.
I like how his excuse was, but we're in the shower. It's okay. Just wash it off.
Speaking of HBO, we've been watching The Sopranos lately. You guys ever watch that shit?
No, I never watched
No,
that.
the old
Watch
shows
it.
are good. Anyways, like
I don't watch shows with majority white cast.
what?
Except girls.
Except for girls.
They're Italian though.
And Shameless. Shout out to Shameless.
And you watch
man.
Silicon
Oh,
Valley.
Shameless is so
No,
good.
there's an Indian guy.
One Indian guy.
Yeah, that's enough.
Pakistani. Actually.
Pakistan, isn't it?
Oh man. All right, let's get political a little bit. You know, we gotta throw in some politics too. We can't just be all fun here.
Big week. Big week. We waited all week for the James Comey bomb. Can you drop bombs right there?
I'll drop it.
There we go. James Comey bomb. So he came out Monday. I legitimately was excited all week when they announced that he'd be speaking to the House Intel Committee. So he came out Monday and I was like, he's going to tell it all. He's going to be like, Trump has been taking money from Russia for years. He got so many PP party tapes. We got him on deck. You can get him on LimeWire. I was so excited. And he came out and he said, I can't tell you anything. He's under investigation. That's it. That's all we get. That's the best you got, Comey.
That was good. Keep going.
That was good.
That was very passionate. I never seen
I know.
you.
We're all
I knew
into
you
it.
for almost 10 years and I haven't seen you so passionate about some shit you just seen on the internet. Like, I've never seen you so
I really
passionate.
thought he was gonna this is gonna be the moment where Trump gets brought down. Like he's gonna be like, this is some impeachment talk. And then he comes out there and he says he's under investigation for his ties to Russia, and that's all I can say.
I like how Trump tweeted right before it started, just throwing some last fucking shots, fucking Dems and that, and then he goes out with it. Did he ever officially respond to any of that?
Who?
Trump.
Comey?
Trump?
Oh, Trump? No, I don't think he talked.
He just ignored it,
No,
huh?
I didn't.
Yeah.
Here's just three things he does. He fucking either ignores it, he'll go and he'll call it fake news, or he will, I don't know, promote his fucking show
Distract.
Distract,
He'll
that's
talk
all he does.
about ratings. He'll talk about,
Yeah.
something else.
He has a
Distraction.
fourth thing now. We just saw it today.
What?
So apparently, if some major shit happens in like another country, continent, he just like wipes it off and just like.
Give the backstory.
So,
People might not know what happened.
So today is what's today? The 22nd. So there was an attack in UK at the Parliament. Motherfucking motorist, not a motorist. He was in the
Terrorist
car.
in a
No.
motor-
I'm
terrorist
not
in a
getting to
car.
it. I'm not saying a terrorist because I don't know if he was a terrorist.
We don't know.
But he was a motorist. He was operating a motor vehicle
Correct.
down a bridge, and he crashed into 12 people.
The numbers are out. 4 people are dead. 40 people injured.
I think this shit is fake, but we're gonna get into it. I've been saying this shit all day. I think this is fake news. That
You don't think this actually happened?
let me get into to the point.
Okay.
So he crashed in. 12 people were injured at this time when we seen this. He was on a bridge. He crashed into everybody. He saw the Parliament, crashed into the fucking Parliament. Total loss on the car because the airbags were out. And once the airbags are out, that's a total loss.
How many cars have you totaled?
I know because I totaled my first car like my first week, so I know. And apparently this guy who just totaled the fucking car is actually okay. Gets out the car, starts shooting at the Parliament, and apparently the police shot him, but don't know what happened after that. He was shot, and
Maybe he was just so mad that he crashed that he just started shooting people. And he just
That's what I say. At the beginning, before they started shooting at the Parliament, I was like, yo, that just sounds like a drunk white man. Like, that's what that sounds like a drunk white man that
You just got
banged
back
out.
from the soccer game or some shit.
He just got back from wherever, and I was like, fucking, I'm drunk. I'm on the wrong shot. I got to get to my destination. So Trump found out about it. They said, yeah, man, something major happening in the UK. And he took You know how, like, when you're a professional, you have, like, a bunch of papers and they're, like, out of order. And you, like, tap them on the joint, like, get them together in order, like, a little quick little baby 1-2 tap. Like, he just said that and tapped his paper and then it went back to commercial. And I was like, that's all he said to address this shit.
That's all I got.
That's all I got.
Whether if it was fake or not, it's big news to that country, and shouldn't he at least acknowledge or give condolences or something?
Yeah, something like a brief little, you know, our hearts or prayers or whatever.
See, Obama would have did that shit.
Yeah, he would have
Obama
did
would've
that.
done it.
And the fucking
Would've done it.
the rednecks would have been like, oh no, he's showing his weakness.
So
fucking-
soft. Who cares about the
fucking-
UK?
Yeah.
Oh, maybe that's
They're
what
a
he did.
different kind of white.
Maybe he's trying.
I feel like you
Take
missed
off
that.
Take off the hat.
You've been meaning to say that shit for a long
Them
time.
whites talk different than us.
Yeah.
Fancy whites.
These are whites only pies.
And maybe he's just trying to appear more stronger because that's his base loves that shit, right? They love
Yeah,
appearing
that's a good
strong,
point.
spending money on military.
He just ignored it. It wasn't even like I'm being strong about this or like
We're there to assist. You guys are our allies or some shit.
He
Nothing.
was like there's an attack in Paris or attack in London. Tap tap.
tat tat.
So how you guys doing today? You guys having a good day?
Did you guys see the ratings?
Oh
Yeah.
my gosh.
We can complain about him all day long, right? But do you think the people that support him actually liked it or don't give a shit about it?
About the
About what he
today?
did. Yep.
Oh, about what he did now.
It'll probably be a small thing.
So move on.
I don't even
right?
think it's going to be a thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, if
Yeah.
a thing at all, right?
Nobody cares.
Speaking of him and his freaking foreign communications, he had a nice long chat with Angela Merkel. What's her name? Someone help me out.
Merkel.
Merkel
Merkel.
and Angela Merkel, whatever.
Angela Merkel.
Angela Merkel.
Is she Spanish?
No,
Some
she's
German.
the-
She's the German chancellor.
she's Spanish.
So he put he rolled the R, and I was like,
Angela
shit.
Merkel.
I can't help it. I
Spanish.
can't
Is
help
Does that
it.
sound?
Those
They're like Puerto
things
Rican?
Spanish?
What does that sound? You the one who's Puerto Rican. What is it?
And apparently, at first, he didn't want to shake. He didn't want to shake her hand. Did you guys see
No,
that?
he's not.
He's Puerto Rican.
Oh, you're
Move
not.
on.
Yeah, like my dad is like, once again, I'm what my mom is, so I'm black, honestly. But my dad is part Puerto Rican, but you know, I said, I'm coming from a single mother home, so like even you know how you got like your brother and like y'all got different dads, and some will be like, oh, that's your half brother. No, nigga, we came from the same mom. Like
It's
that's my brother, and we got the same birthday, so we can't. Shout out to my brother, man. So we can't deny each other. I wish I had my own birthday though. Never had my own party.
That's
He
pretty
had 12 of
terrible.
them.
He had 12 of them?
We were 12 years apart.
Oh, right.
So yeah, one of these days I'll have my own birthday.
Watch
Y'all
out.
caught that? Did y'all catch that joke?
That's
You
a
feel
threat,
You gonna
man.
kill him?
No, it's my brother, but it was a joke. Dickhead.
Oh, I thought you
got
gonna
it.
kill him.
No.
I thought you were
It's
gonna
getting
kill him too.
hot.
Yeah,
in
you
here.
sweating in here,
Yeah,
yeah.
right?
Warm in here.
Shout out to
Hit the
Candace for
gun.
calling that out, man. Why are you sweating?
I sweat all the time. Let's move on.
It's the Arizona though.
Move on. No, it's not.
Hey, I did look up
Relax.
that chick that supposedly unblocked you, and she is political.
Sweet, and not to mention she also has a verified Twitter account.
She had a little check.
Oh, she's enough flowers.
So what did you do to her?
Nothing. I just told her to stop clapping.
Right.
Stop clapping.
I can find the exact tweet. I think I had it in
What
my,
does that mean?
She put on there, so it was actually a retweet that I saw from somebody else that I follow. And I don't know what kind of mood I was in, but I was like tired of feminism because it hit me in the face all week. And she put up there, listen to black women, you know, with the clapping emojis in between each word, like
Oh my
listen to
God.
black women. And I told her to shut her ass up with all that damn clapping.
Oh, I saw that. And she was saying that.
She did not fuck with
What did
that.
she do?
She did not fuck with that.
She came at his mom. She blocked him. She came at his bathrobe.
No.
What did she say? Oh,
Then
man.
not only that, she had a.
Then she had a gang of
You know how they
people.
have like a Bayhive and like a future
beehive,
hive? She has her own hive.
and they came for me.
Came from.
I had no idea.
Were you getting like nasty DMs and shit, or what?
No, not DMs, but I definitely got a lot of mentions.
That's awesome.
They were not positive.
You were loving the attention, though.
Yeah, you was.
I didn't retweet. I liked them because I'm petty.
Oh, I
but
found
didn't
all those
retweet.
shits.
Oh, you did?
Oh, I found all those shit.
Oh my gosh, I'm so excited.
Dude, you gotta retweet it.
Oh, at the time I went hard. I probably can't find them now, but I'm going through my DM as we speak.
All right, let's move on.
I don't know, man. I don't even feel like.
I don't know
Okay,
how to
so he
top all
fucking
this.
when he spoke with Angela Merkel or whatever, fucking fucked that up. She'd made some weird faces and
Yeah, she made a lot of weird faces.
they didn't want
Tried
to
to
shake
his
hands
hand. Yeah.
and didn't
Oh wait,
want
I'm
to.
sorry, guys. I don't want to stop. Let's not get off this
But
topic.
I mean, but you make
I found one of those tweets. I found one of those tweets. So
Lucy.
Can you read it out, Javier?
she has a GIF with it as well. It was
Harden.
a James Harden GIF when he rolls
Dude
his eyes.
pointing out Boone's farm in his Avi and thinks he fixed his mouth to speak. Why, Kelly? Your fucking phone is broken, bro.
Oh yeah, I did that today. Apparently,
Don't you follow my
I'm having a bad day actually, but I'm keeping my shit together. But I'm definitely
Let me
having
read again.
a bad
Dude
day.
pouring out Boone's farm in his Avi and think he can mouth to speak to me.
First of all, I didn't have Boone's Farm. I had Bel Air Rose because I get money.
Is that all she said? That's not that bad.
Get money.
No, that was one of the things she said.
There were several things. There were several other people.
That's hilarious.
She went on a rant.
Wait, can
We'll send it. We'll share it all on the We Three People.
Would you like to
Are
pay
you
her?
serious? No. Just retweet. No, let's switch your retweet all of them.
I gotta find them. I'm gonna definitely do my research. But she is a politician and she does have a verified check.
She's political, not actual politician.
Oh yeah, she's political.
That'd be if she was a senator. That'd be
You
fucking
read
awesome.
this terribly. One of you should read it.
Hey, as you can tell, it doesn't really fit with my.
Yeah, shout out to Ray for getting played by these beautiful women. She's beautiful as well.
All right, let's go.
Fucking yeah, he fucked up Angela Merkel and then fucking. It's just like I'm so sick of complaining about it. I'm just like focus on the fucking positive. What happened positive? What's going on?
Yeah, let's stop talking about. Let's just have a
right,
conversation.
All about the resistance.
Let's have a conversation.
What's
So
going
we're
on
living.
with
We're
you?
living. Let me take this.
Go on, man. Go take it.
We're living in some
This
very.
Ray segment.
Take it!
Listen. We're living in some very trying times right now. Right? There's a lot of political discourse. There's a lot of angry people. There's a lot of sad people.
A lot of blocking on
There's a lot
Twitter.
of volatility in the world right now, and it's probably going to go on for maybe the next 4 years. So, how do you think we should move forward and handle this, Swisher P? How are you handling it?
Well, you already know my personal take. I feel as though some of that shit don't affect me. Being the way is how I live my lifestyle, and
How about people that are affected by it, like immigrants or maybe activists?
Oh, I think it's fucked up. Honestly, like this is a cruel world we living in. Like, it says a lot about people voting Donald Trump in, knowing what could happen possibly. But I feel as though you shouldn't separate families from each other. I feel as though you shouldn't pick on a certain. You're pretty much being a bully. You dig?
Yeah.
And it's like, everybody says bullies are bad and this and that, but not we like myself, or I'm not sure who you guys voted for, but I didn't vote for Trump.
I can't vote.
You know what I'm saying? Well, sorry. It's not that cool. It's not that cool to vote, trust me, man. Like most people really tell you your vote doesn't really matter, so you might be cool on this one.
Cool 4 years ago.
As long as you vote for your NBA All-Stars and shit like that and your NFL Pro Bowl, you good.
They fucked all that up. It's not the fan vote anymore.
As long as you can vote that way, you good. But
What did your state win? Trump or Clinton?
Trump. We won Trump, right?
Yeah.
Pennsylvania went Trump. But that's because that's the outskirts. And if you ever been outside of Philadelphia, yeah, it is. Yo, like around that time, bro, I swear, I remember one of my homegirls, shout out to Mel, she lives in like one of those neighborhoods like Exit 1, which is right next to Delaware. We went out to eat one night and it was mad Trump Pence signs everywhere.
Whoa.
Like, it's fucking deers, Trump Pence signs, and dead deers. Like, that's what's in her neighborhood. And that's why they won.
So they're corralling all the minorities in Philly and then just leaving all the open space for them, and then that's why they won that state. Because all that open space, they finally went out to vote. Meanwhile, I'm sure your district won the Clinton.
Well,
right?
the real reason why they probably won is because niggas didn't want to see a woman president. That's probably
actually
the
a
main
really good
reason
point.
why.
Wait, elaborate. What?
Niggas don't want to see a woman president. What's the word? Misogynist.
Really?
Niggas are misogynist. No, it's what's
Yeah,
up.
no, you can.
Because you fucked up the word. You wanted to tell me I was wrong and shit in a group text, and I was like,
Go
no,
ahead,
that's how
man,
you.
finish your
I said,
statement.
yo, that's how you spell this shit because I googled it first and copied and pasted, so I know that's how you spell it, and I didn't guess on mine. So, but yeah, man, you know, it's a dog eat dog world.
So people would rather see Trump as president than a woman?
I'm sure
Hell
they're regretting it
yeah,
now.
you got people. It's a man's world. That's not what I'm saying, but that's what people would say. If you ask me, we ain't shit without a woman. But you got people out here.
Say it again.
I didn't like the way you said that. Like you was aggressive, and I was about to. But I was like, now I feel like you
again,
told me what to
boy.
do.
That was a good line.
Like,
Say it again, people need to hear that.
yeah, like no, I really believe like this may be a man's world if you feel like that. Yes, okay, cool. Blah, we dominant and shit like that. None of us would be here without a woman, and women are smarter than men, and they use more of their brain. So I wouldn't be shit without my mom. So it's like the only reason why I honestly voted this time is because my mom made me vote. She said, "Yo, go vote, and I want you to vote for Hillary. If not, you got to get the vote." And I was like, "Oh shit!" Like I really talked to my mom about like, "Yo, I don't even feel comfortable voting for either one of these people." And she said she wanted to see a woman president. Don't vote for Trump, and like votes matters and shit like that. So I just went around there, woke up early as shit, got one on free pretzels because they had the pretzels out.
Oh, they had the pretzels for
They
you?
had the pretzels and shit. So I got a pretzel. That was my breakfast, and I said, "Fuck it, we gonna go."
Was it warm?
No, it's like the Philly pretzels.
Yeah,
You know they come in a
warm.
big box and shit.
Oh, yeah.
No, so
Do you actually live in the city?
yeah, I live in North Philadelphia, like the heart of North Philadelphia, like where now it's being gentrified, but yeah, I'm from North Philadelphia.
I've been to Bethlehem, but those.
Oh yeah, I used to live out Bethlehem for like my brief friend in school, but yeah, Philadelphia is Philadelphia.
It's not all negative now, right? I mean, we had some pretty good victories today, like the fact that this fucking horrible health bill is getting turned down.
That's a good thing.
This health bill is not going to help anybody except the people at the top. Do you
are
think?
saying
It's like a shitty version of Obamacare.
So, Preston, right now you were saying, I'm not going to say what you said, but they don't want a woman president. Do you think they're regretting that now, or have you talked to them? Like, are they still happy with their vote?
I think it's too early to tell if they're regretting it because, like, all right, you even had women voting for him. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, a lot of
it's
white
like,
women.
what the fuck, ladies? Like,
Right.
y'all women stick together. Like, women
don't.
Man, my whole life I seen women sticking together. I'm talking strangers that don't even know each other. Like, yeah. So, but,
Girl, he can't do that to you.
exactly. But I can't answer that now because it's only been about what two
months,
full
yeah.
months. Yeah, 2 full months because it was the 20th. So like, it's only been 2 full months, man. And like, don't get me wrong, I feel as though he has got better since he actually got in office. And I'm comfortable with saying that he hasn't been doing that. When he first came in, like he was making fun of retired people saying he's going to do this and do that. Don't get me wrong, he's trying to do it, but you just can't do that shit. It's not like I'm the president now, I'm going to do this. No, that shit got to get passed. You know what I mean? Like it's a process. So, I feel as though he's not doing bad as a president right now. I just would hate to see him start kicking people out. Then people will actually regret it because people are realizing like, yo, we fucking up families and shit. And like, who doesn't need a family?
You think people are going to see his true colors and turn on him?
I think he's going to get impeached by the year too. If any of his shit, the thing that's stopping him now, why you really can't judge him, because none of his shit is being passed. If it was being passed, you'll be able to like, all right, he's fucking up.
But don't you think you should stop him before it happens?
That's what I'm saying. Is like, it's not getting. You're
that's
just because
true.
you're
You're saying
the
it's not getting
president.
passed,
Like
yeah.
you're the president. Like just because you're the president don't mean you can dictate everything. It got to get passed. Like people got to approve your bill, approve what you want to do.
Yeah.
And if the people don't approve, or these,
then he really has no power.
right?
Well, what has he really got to prove though? There's like any laws. All he's doing is declaration. Is all right.
Right,
So
executive
I am
orders.
now declaring this. Okay,
right,
well,
but like
what are you
he's
gonna
trying to kick immigrants out, and that's not.
He is kicking immigrants out. He's not trying.
He can do that.
He is doing it already.
Yeah.
I don't see anybody affected by it.
Do you have any Hispanics over there in Philly?
Yeah, of course. We got a whole set.
You got illegals?
Yo, man, shout out to Kensington and Frankfurt, man. You can tell you never been to Philly, but shout out to them, man. It's a bunch of illegal niggas down there, man. You know what I mean?
Trump, are you listening?
Shout out to Kensington and Frankfurt, man.
What's your address?
Shit, you can go
Don't
just.
say it, don't
Oh, you gotta
Yeah.
go to Philadelphia, so you want to go to Kensington and
Right,
Frankfurt,
you hang out in
like.
front of a Poppy store long enough.
Shout out to K&A, man. Shout out to Kensington and Allegheny, man.
Shit, the owner of the Poppy store.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But, they definitely going to have some regrets once they see what they're actually doing to the world.
The big thing was supposed to change is the health bill, and he didn't even want to take care of that. Like, he didn't want to even claim his name on it. So, I don't know. Maybe he's right. Maybe they're going to get impeached in 2 years because if they're going to see the lack of action and the lack of responsibility.
First step is we got to take over the House and the Senate.
2 years, right?
2018.
2 years.
Make sure you're registered to vote. Make sure you're prepared to go to the polls.
Are you registered yet?
Make sure you registered to fucking vote.
I'm
And
speaking
make
to
sure
everyone
you
in the room, including myself.
Okay. Because you're part of the
Make
reason
sure it's
why-
up to date. Make sure you're ready.
Yeah, we were close in Arizona. We probably would have won if you
You
would
was
have
one
been
vote off.
registered.
I'm sorry, Hillary.
You was one vote off.
One vote off.
I wonder who that one vote could have been.
No, but I don't know if you know this, Preston, but we've always been blood red, like 80% Republican. But this election, we were like 46, I believe, blue.
Yeah, it was really
It
close.
was really close.
In an election where the Democratic candidate was very unpopular.
Oh yeah, she sucked. We talked about it. We was someone better.
And
Even if it wasn't a woman, even if it was another woman, it would have been okay.
Right, if it was Michelle,
If it was
Nah,
if it was Michelle.
you picked the wrong one. Like you got to base Hillary off her credentials as far as the WikiLeaks shit, the server, the emails, her with the little. Because like me, I didn't want to vote for her because one. Say what the fuck you guys want. This is my conspiracy theory. She would have gotten
conspiracy theories.
She would have gotten office and cheated on Bill, just because that would have fucked this country up. Because
She would have squirted on some dude's tuxedo.
She would have got more credit if she had gotten office and cheated on Bill.
Once again, shout out to Candace. No disrespect to women, man. Shout out to Candace. But women are some mean ass creatures. Individuals that will hurt you out of hurt. They will fucking hurt you. She would have hurt my man Bill if she would have got in and cheated.
Bill wouldn't have gave a damn.
Bill
Bill would
doesn't
have been
give
in
a
the White
fuck,
House,
dude.
been like,
Yo.
where the interns
He's
at?
like Googling Ivanka
First of
Trump
all,
and shit.
Bill would have been back on top if Hillary got elected president.
Back on top of some bitches.
Back on top of the world.
Already
He
on.
would have been president 3 times.
Thank you again for listening to We Three People. It's been a good session. Make sure to follow your boy Swisher_P on Twitter. He is the best person to follow on Twitter. If you're not on Twitter, if you're not following him. And of course, you have Chump Change on your main
Any
header,
more
right?
shout outs? You got a shout out?
Nah, he's giving too many shout outs. I'm gonna stop him out.
I got to shout out to the city of Philadelphia, man. You know, got to get back to the community. Shout out to the Chump Change podcast. That's my shit. Tune in every week on a Wednesday. Shout out to my boy Ray. Shout out to the Legal Trap. And shout out to you guys, the We Three People, just for even having me here today.
Thank you for lining us up a bit. It's so nice.
Hilarious.
So nice to not just going, man, Trump, man, Trump.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, we
Shout out
love
to
that.
Trump, too, man.
And you can follow us at We Three People on Twitter or on Facebook at We Three People. Well, we are still interested in having a Trump supporter come on board. So please check us out, send us a tweet or DM us, whatever you do. You know what you do. Any last words, guys?
Have a great week.
We, the people.